They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Rolling to his left. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Pickett going to bootleg it. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. But Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers. From the gun, here's Pickett. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Pickett will look to throw it here. He finds Pickens over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Pickett. And he is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. And I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. So a very tight 1st half. We head to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that 1st half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Pickett's throw hauled in by Washington. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Pickett now from the gun here. Being chased out left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a... this game, and for a second that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Meanwhile, Pickett's thrown into the hands of Pickens. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And out of bounds right around the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll go out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without... on the ground. That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back to throw. Howell hitting Samuel on the slant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Muscles him off. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Kenny Pickett in the Pittsburgh offense set to go to work once again. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how... Field position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play out.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Commander is 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th. And Howell will throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Samuel bringing in the slant.
And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Dancing to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Howell. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 30 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Pickett. Buying time to his left. Completes this one to Pickens. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now, trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Howell to throw. Was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Howell. Forced out to his left. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the 1st on that play.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble, see that lane, and burn that for a 1st down.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point now.
Point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders. Down by 2 touchdowns. 26 seconds to go. Now the 4th down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way, but bottom line, they're still alive. Howell throwing again after the pick 6. Gets this to Gibson, and he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Howell with one final shot. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more,